Welcome everyone. Today, this is Anuradha Dubey, your English teacher, with explanation of an elementary school classroom in a slum, class 12, part 1. This poem has been composed by a socialist poet, Stephen Spender. So, let us have an idea about the background of the poet. Stephen Spender was an English poet and essayist. He took a keen interest in politics and declared himself to be a socialist and a pacifist. A pacifist is a person who is against war, and socialist is the one who believes in the equal distribution of resources among all the sections of the society, whether it is privileged or the underprivileged. In an elementary school classroom in a slum, he has concentrated on the themes of social injustice and class inequalities. Far, far from gusty waves, these children's faces, like rootless weeds here, torn around their pallor, the tall girl with her weighed-down head, the paper-seeming boy with red eyes, the stunted, unlucky ear of twisted bones, reciting a father's gnarled disease, his lesson from his desk, at back of the dim class, one unnoted, sweet and young, his eyes live in a dream of a squirrel's game in tree room other than this. So this is the post Second World War Europe, where on the one side the people are talking about revolutionary changes, reformatory changes to bring about equalities and betterment in the lives of common people. But if you see to the faces of the children who are sitting here in the classroom of the slum school, you can see that their faces are like rootless weeds. Nobody takes care to grow them or take care of them. Hair torn around their pallor, these children are so poor, their faces are pale, bloodless, weak, and their hair are scattered around their pale faces. The tall girl with her weighed down head, one girl is there who is sitting in the classroom and she has done her head down. Maybe the girl is not physically fit or mentally fit, that's why she has made her head down. The paper seeming boy, there is another boy who is so thin, extremely weak, that he seems like a paper and his eyes are bulging like that of an rat. The stunted, unlucky ear of twisted bones, reciting a father gnarled disease. Another boy is there who is unlucky because he has inherited a kind of bone disease from his father that has created some kind of knots in his bones, and it is very painful for him. His lesson from his desk. He is also reciting his lesson in the sitting in the classroom on his desk. At back of the dim class, one unnoted, sweet and young. In another dark corner of the class, we can see another boy who is very young, who is very small, and nobody is having any heed of him. He is there, his eyes live in a dream. This boy is different from the other students of the classroom because his eyes are full of dream. Of a squirrel's game in tree room other than this. The child is concentrating on the game which is going on outside the window in the tree. A squirrel is there busy in a game. Now let's move on to some word meanings to understand it better. Gusty means strongly blowing. Rootless means spontaneous, automatic, self-generated. Weeds mean wild plants. Pallor means pale faces. Stunted means undeveloped. Ear is the inheritor. Twisted means distorted. Gnarled means naughty, full of knots. Unnoted means ignored. Now, to understand the first stanza better, let us take a view of the following points. The poor children are in the classroom of a slum school, far from the strong waves of revolution and development. Means the revolution is going on in one part of the world. People are talking about the revolution in one part of the world, but this is completely absent from the lives of these slum children. There is a tall girl than a thin boy who is sick and has inherited a bone disease from his father. The physical condition of the children sitting in the classroom is very pathetic. The class is dull and dim. The physical environment of the classroom is also not congenial. A young and sweet boy is lost in an imaginary world of fun and games. A young and sweet boy, there is a small boy who is thinking about the imaginary world which is full of fun and games. The boy is completely inexperienced. That's why he is still hopeful and about a better future or about a good time ahead. Now you have to ask from yourself these 1 marks question if you have understood the text better. Why does the poet refer to the children as rootless weeds? Because just like the rootless weeds, nobody takes care about the condition or growth of these children. Why does the poet call the boy an unlucky heir? What has he inherited from his father? Because unlike the lucky inheritor who get wealth and other beautiful things from inheritance from their parents, this boy has inherited a bone painful disease from his father. What is the behavior of the child sitting at the back of the classroom? The behavior of the child sitting at the classroom is not like other students, because his mind is shifted to some other imaginary world where the squirrel is playing a game in the tree. How does the poet describe the child sitting at the back of the classroom? Give reason. He says, he hints that the child is hopeful because he is quite inexperienced about the harsh realities of life. The reason is given that he is not concentrating in the grim realities of going on in the classroom. He has fixed his mind somewhere else which is more attractive.